This is Jim Smith, and today I'm with Steve Nixon at his house in Arvada, which was built to his specs. He's an engineer at the National Renewable Energy Laboratory. He's a project manager. And tell us about this house that you built, and then show me the exterior. Show us the exterior sustainable features, and then we'll go inside. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
So.
Thank you.
So what are we looking at?
So this is a passive solar house with active solar panels on it as well. Most of our heating comes from the sun, as well as daylighting, and it was really designed and optimized for passive solar uses. It's also earth sheltered on the back and the sides, and has clear story windows up at the top with appropriate overhangs that provide full shading of the sun in the summer, and then allows full sun infiltration in the winter to provide lots of heat and daylight.
So it is facing due south.
It's facing, the long side is facing due south, one of the key tenets of new build for passive solar.
And the roof with the solar panels is optimized in the angle for this latitude, I understand.
That's right. It's a 912 roof, which allows the solar panels to produce the maximum amount of electricity over the course of a year.
Okay, and it's amazing you really don't have any furnace in this house. You're heated primarily passively, and in the winter you just supplement that with hot water. A hot water coil from your water heater that goes through your HRV.
That's right.
Which is really, really neat. Right. And your net zero energy, although you do burn natural gas for that hot water currently.
Right. Our solar panels actually produce more than twice the electricity that we use, so we're feeding...
Even to charge your leaf?
Even after charging my leaf. So we're actually feeding solar electricity to our neighbors, whether they want solar power or not.
Right. So tell us about your exterior sustainable features. I see you grow your own vegetables over here.
We have a lot of plants. It's all drip irrigation, low water plants for the most part. Our lawn is buffalo grass, which requires no watering, no fertilizing, and no mowing.
That's great.
So very low maintenance. It does brown up earlier in the summer, and it greens up a little bit later in the spring, but that's a trade-off that's worth it.
Okay. And you maximize the use of your rainwater, I hear?
We do have some rainwater use that as we drain it, it infiltrates into the soil as it travels down.
Well, let's go inside now and look at the inside features.
Great.
Okay, Steve, we're in your great room. I'm going to call it a great room because look at this ceiling here. So tell us about the sustainable features of this house.
So we have concrete floors. These are stained and sealed concrete. That provides thermal mass, which absorbs solar heat during the day when the sun is shining in here in the wintertime when the sun gets a little bit lower.
Yeah. I understand that on December 31st, the angle of this roof is perfect for the sun, so it actually hits that wall, correct?
That's right. Our back roof is a 712 roof, which is a different slope than the front roof. And that allows the sun to go all the way back and hit the back wall, which has additional thermal mass. Our house, I said that we are earth sheltered, so we have tile on this is our concrete foundation wall, and the soil level in the back of the house is at this level. We have small windows in the back.
Right, that's the north. You should have small windows for passive house.
Right. And then behind this drywall, we have additional thermal mass with what's called phase change material.
Yeah.
This material freezes and melts at about 73 degrees. I cheated because this is the summer, and this I put this little section in the refrigerator for a little bit.
Yeah, so it's hard and the other one's
And
soft.
this is soft.
Because-
So it absorbs a lot of heat, excess heat at about 73 degrees, and then releases that heat at night when we need that heat
Yeah.
to...
It makes thermal mass out of a dry wall, just a drywall wall. So that's really interesting. And by the way, we're not going to have electric lights on in any room, I think. You have interior window, I remember you telling me, you have interior windows up there which light up the pantry, which otherwise you'd need to turn on a light, but you don't need to. And the appliances are all Energy Star, I imagine?
The appliances are all Energy Star. We have an induction cooktop.
Yep.
And a convection oven. And as you said, daylighting throughout the house. Our only cooling in the house is from the ceiling fans that you see in every room. And all of our bedrooms are facing south because that's where we have our large windows.
Now it's August 21st, and approaching midday. And look, this is all the sun that's hitting this floor. But if this were December 20th instead of August 20th, at this time of day, this whole floor would be functioning as the thermal mass it is to absorb heat and then release it after dark.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, and you do have, and there's no light on here, but in the closet you have a solar tube, and that's providing all the light for the closet. And I see you have a water-saving toilet, dual flush toilet. Let's go. Are we done on this floor?
Yes.
Let's go downstairs and look at the HRV. Okay, Steve, we're in your basement now, and here's your HRV. You want to explain to people how it works?
Yeah, so this is a heat recovery ventilator. It provides fresh outside air. Because the house is so tight, it needs some extra ventilation air. And the exhaust air that is going out, either from bathroom exhaust or under normal circumstances, it's just taking some of the stale inside air that's exhausted, and it runs that air through a heat exchanger with the outside air. So the outside air, ventilation air that comes in, is nearly the same temperature as the exhausted air that's going out.
And these copper pipes are?
This is the backup heating system that runs about 4 days a month in the winter. And that's coming from our domestic hot water heater, which currently is a natural gas.
High efficiency natural
gas.
Of course.
That we are looking at replacing that with a heat air source heat pump water heater that will basically take. It's much more efficient than a regular electric water heater. And it will replace our natural gas usage, and we'll be able to remove our natural gas meter and that monthly expense.
Great. Are we done? I think that's the
good.
high points. Thank you so much for this tour.
Thank you very much.